First, you're going to add all the numbers together and line them up. And make sure that you add the negative. Your total will be 17.81. First, you would line up everything. Then you would make sure that you have to subtract the correct way. You have to take away from the 5, making it a 4, and then add a 1 to the 3. That'll make it 13 minus 6. 13 minus 6 is 7, and 9 minus 0 is 9. And your total answer will be 12.7. First, you would line up everything. Then you would multiply 7 times 2, which is 14, and then add a 1 on top of 0 over 0. Then what you would do is 1 times 0 is 0. So then you would move on. And then 4 times 7 is 28. First, what you have to do is you have to line up everything. You have to make sure that the smaller number is outside. And then what you have to do is you have to move the decimal place over 1, and then you move the other decimal place over another. So it would be 2 and 10.6. 10 divided by 2 is 5, and then 2 divided by 60 is 30. And that's, you get your total answer of 5.30, which you can reduce to 5.3. If you already have the same denominator, all you have to do is add the numerators. 6 plus 5 is 11, so you would get 11 over 15. You would first have to find a common denominator, which would be 24th. Then you would multiply 2 times 12 to equal 24, and then 1 times 12, because you multiply your numerator the same as the denominator. You would get a total of 12 24ths. Then you would subtract 21 minus 12, which is 9 24ths. First, what you would have to do is line everything up. Then 2 can go into itself once, and then 2 can go into 4 twice. So then that would become a 2, and then the 2 would become a 1. You would multiply 1 times 2 with the negative sign, which would equal negative 1, and then 4 times 3, which is 12. So you would get an answer of 1/12. So first you would make sure that your problem is right. Then you would switch it to multiplication, and you would keep the first problem the same, and you would flip the second problem. So then that would turn into 7 6. 3 can be turned into 1, and 6 can be turned into 2. Multiply 7 times 1 is 7, and 4 times 2 is 8. You'll get your answer of 7/8. Since all the fractions are already lined up, all you would have to do is add 1 plus 5, which equals 6, and then 6, you don't add the denominator, so you get a total of 6 6, which is equal to 1. Since everything's already lined up, you would subtract 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2, and then you can't subtract the denominator, so you get an answer of 2/5. You can't do anything with the denominators, so you would multiply 4 times 5, which is equal to 20, and then you can't do anything with the denominators yet again, so you would get 20 over 1, which equals 20. You would multiply 6 times 2, which is equal to 12, and then 1 over 1, which can't change, so that's equal to 1. You would multiply 6 times 2, which is equal to 12, and then you can't change the denominator, so that's 1. You would get a total answer of 12.